Oh, my camera's up there. That's 2 streams in a row I did that. Come on back down to earth there, buddy. Hello there. Oh, well, come on, you almost had it. Hello there. I'm right here. Come on down. Come on down. There you go. Hello, and welcome to HODL Harmony, where the beat of the blockchain meets the rhythm of riches. I'm Tom Durante, the maestro. See, it says right here on that plaque that I just showed you. A crypto enthusiast who entered this market in 2020 with a GPU mining rig. I'm bullish on Bitcoin and Cardano, but I also love chasing profits with other coins. With my music background, and as always, my background music, I bring a unique vibe to breaking down the crypto economy. Think of it as a soundtrack to your hodling journey. Here on HODL Harmony, expect weekly videos or daily. I think we're going to change that to daily. Daily videos with market updates, simple technical analysis to read the charts, wallet guides to keep your coins safe, stories from my ongoing mining journey, and practical crypto tips. Whether you're new or a seasoned hodler, I'm here to learn and grow with you. I may be a few years ahead of you on your journey, but I am no expert, just passionate. So as always, do your own research. Please make sure you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you get notified whenever I go live, or my camera decides to freak out. And make sure you share this video with your friends. It's looking a little lonely out there. My boy, Mr. Butters, is not in the chat, so I'm a little lost. I don't know what to do with myself here. But we're going to go ahead anyway, because we've got some market updates to take a look at. So I think what I want to do is I'm going to come on here every day, at least a half an hour, just to talk about what's going on, where the news is going. Where am I at? Here I am. So I've got some news from what's going on in the chart. I also want to post up a little file for you, so I'm going to pull that up. Let's see. I'm going to pull that up. I'll post a link in the chat when we get in there. I see some people popping in and out. Go ahead and lay it on me in the chat for me. This is more fun when I'm talking to other people. It's not just about me. Let's see here. Alright, I will get to the news in just a moment. I would like to get this loaded up. Where am I at? There we go. Aha! Here we are. Alright, we'll get to that in a minute. Alright, let's read some news stories from today in crypto events. Here is a fresh roundup of 10 top crypto news stories for your HODL Harmony livestream on Wednesday, May 7th, 2025, tailored to today's developments based on the latest available information and avoiding overlap with previous days. That's something I talked about because it tried to give me the same thing twice. But anyway, these stories aim to spark discussion and keep your audience engaged. Are you engaged? You should be. Number 1, Ethereum's Plectra upgrade goes live. Ethereum activated its Plectra upgrade today at 10 a.m. UTC, introducing smart accounts, higher staking limits, and improved scalability via key Ethereum improvement proposals, EIPs. Binance and Coinbase temporarily paused ETH transactions, causing minor market jitters. Was that today or yesterday? I know the network was down yesterday, so maybe that's what it had to do with. I am uncertain. There are not details on that, but maybe we'll find out later when we look on X and see what's going on. Bitcoin eyes 100K amid trade talks. I know, they keep suggesting that. We're getting there. We are getting there any day now. Bitcoin surged to 96-97K range, fueled by optimism over US-China trade negotiations starting this week in Switzerland. Posts on X suggest bullish bets are driving momentum, with some eyeing $100,000 Bitcoin by the month end, and I think we will see that. Just a guess. Cerebro founders death hoax drama. Excuse me? Jeffy Yu, a co-founder of Cerebro, allegedly faked his death to dump tokens, sparking outrage in the crypto community. Posts on X report he confessed through speculation swirls. Oh, those speculation swirls about the project's future. Posts on X report he confessed. Oh, I see. Though speculation swirls about the project's future. That's a shame. That's pretty bad. You know, you hate to see this kind of stuff because it gives a bad name to people in the space who are just trying to make a living and do their thing. It's just not fair to other people. Senate Democrats target the president's crypto profits. The controversy over the president's meme coin ventures, including the Trump token and World Liberty Financial, which is their family company that they started, threatens to stall bipartisan stablecoin legislation. Senators Chris Murphy and Richard Blumenthal launched inquiries via the Meme Act to curb profiteering. You know, that's interesting. I don't like when people do bad things, especially when they take advantage of other people. It's never good. New Hampshire greenlights crypto reserve. We talked about this a little bit the other day. Governor Chris Sununu. I have no idea how to say that name, I apologize. Sununu signing a bill allowing state investments in crypto, making New Hampshire the first U.S. state with a formal crypto reserve. Right on. This could set a precedent for others, and you know it will. 100% it will. Ripple CEO shifts XRP reporting. Ripple's CEO announced changes to XRP's transparency reports, focusing on institutional adoption metrics over retail data, prompting mixed reactions. Some see it as a pivot to enterprise focus, others as a less retail-friendly. I don't know. BlackRock's Bitcoin ETF sees inflows. Despite $57.8 million in ETF outflows yesterday, BlackRock's IBIT fund reported net inflows, signaling institutional confidence even as smaller funds bleed. This could stabilize Bitcoin's price trajectory. Aptos claims fastest mainnet. Aptos declared itself the fastest Layer 1 blockchain, boasting instant finality and sub-dollar transaction costs. This has fueled a 5% price spike and buzz about its DeFi potential. There you go. I don't know much about it. World Liberty Financial's USD1 airdrop vote. Trump-backed World Liberty Financial opened voting for a USD1 stablecoin airdrop, stirring debate over its legitimacy and political ties. Critics warn of regulatory risks. Movement Labs fires CEO. Movement Labs sacked our CEO Rishi Manche amid internal disputes, rattling investors. The Layer 2 project's roadmap remains intact, but sentiment on X is cautious. All right, well, that is a turbulent little day here. I have to keep changing with hand. I'm holding my phone up here so I can read off of it, and it's a little tiring. I need to figure out a way to put that up there. So you got to let me know in the comments. Will Ethereum's Plectra upgrade finally make ETH a DeFi powerhouse? Or is the pause drama a red flag? Let me know what you think in the comments. Is Bitcoin's $100,000 dream realistic? Or are trade talks just pumping hot air? Cerebro's fake death scandal. Can trust in small cap projects survive these stunts? Trump's crypto ventures bullish for adoption or a regulatory time bomb? Which altcoins are making moves? Aptos for speed or XRP for enterprise? These stories mix tech breakthroughs, market moves, and spicy controversies to fuel your HODL Harmony segment. If you want a specific tone, deeper dives, or prep for audience questions, let me know. Thank you, Grok. That'll be all. Let's check in on the market. Oh, every time I have to change, I don't understand. There you go. All right, so after all day, kind of being meh, and I think I said that yesterday. I was looking for something to clip. Oh, I still need to post that. I've been working on a little short I wanted to clip out of yesterday's video, talking about well, you'll just have to wait and find out. It's something that I talked about on my stream yesterday. But you'll want to watch my short so you can find out what it is. But another thing that I said was that today might be kind of meh. And it was. It went up, it went down. But look at this. We're prepping for tomorrow. I think we might have some moves going on tomorrow. The 8th? Yeah, look at that. So this was the first stop in our little pump. And then if we look a little further out, let's scooch it back. Yeah, look at that. So that looks pretty big. And then I zoom out and it's like, oh man, Friday's gonna be wild. I don't know why my time is not going all the way over here, but that's gonna be Friday, midday. So look forward to some posts from me on YouTube and X if you want to get the latest as we follow this market. Because this was a nice big move. I think that was 2%. Let's see what we had. 2%? Where is it? Did I click somewhere? It looks like my screen is acting a little weird. Let's try and refresh it. Nope, still acting weird. We'll see if my little chart comes up here. I think it was about 2%. There it is. I love how that thing gets right in my way so I can't see what I'm doing. I got it pretty close. Oh, 4%, okay. Yeah, see, I missed the bottom there and I missed the top a little bit. But I think if I scoot it down, it'd be fine. But approximately almost 5% up. This would have been Tuesday. And so we're starting another little leg up. So I'm excited. Excited to see where we're going. Are you riding this crypto wave with me? I think you are. I hope you're here. All right, let's check in on ADA. So for reference, just so I don't forget, the price is $97,091. We are looking at some upward momentum here. 40 minutes until the next leg up, most likely. Or actually, you know what? If you look, it could go either way, but if you look at this momentum wave, we're starting to stall out a little bit. So we may come back down here, and then by the time midnight comes around, it'll either be still going down or still going up. I would draw a line, but you know, after nailing it the last time, I don't want to jinx it. I don't want to mess with that. So it's either gonna come down a little bit, continue go down, or it might just go down and then come back up. But I will not hazard a guess, because after getting it exactly right the last time, I don't want to, you can't follow that, you just can't. So anyway, let's look in at ADA. We are looking at 67 cents. And look at that movement. Let's see, today was the 7th. So we went up a little bit, we came down quite a bit. And again, we had, if I were to guess, probably about a 5% pump yesterday. Ooh, a 7% pump. Okay. Very nice indeed. We're getting ready to pump again. You see, this one looks pretty similar, that momentum wave that, and if you remember, the blue one is almost the more important one. Like the yellow is like the short-term fluctuations, but you can see the blue is like a bigger, slower fluctuations. You could think of the yellow as just like the waves, and then the blue one could be like the tide, right? So whatever works. Let's see where the tide is here. So the tide is coming in, right? But it has been in. So who knows? If we look back, you know, it can do double down, double up. I don't know. Who's to say? It's hard to predict the future. So a couple more things I want to look at. We've got our dollar index going up. like way up. So I think under 100 means that Bitcoin is strong, and then if this gets over 100, it's weakening, or the dollar is strengthening, but Bitcoin would be weakening against it. So I think under 100 we're looking pretty good. All right, before we get to X, I wanted to look here. We need to do a check-in with the fear and greed index. All right, so this is kind of like an overall read of what the market feels about how the market feels about the market. Right? Your reminder to stay hydrated. All right. So we're sitting pretty much neutral, almost dead on neutral. But if you look at this historical chart of this, let's go back just a year, clean that up a little bit. So we've been, we came up quite a bit from our lows here. And is this the price of Bitcoin? Yeah, it shows you the price, and it shows you the volume, and it shows you the fear and greed index. We got all the way down, oh my God, to 15. That's insane. Right? That was some pretty fearful times. And you know what I was doing? Just sitting back, waiting. Just saying, I'm good. And you know what else I was doing? I was buying. This is what I was doing. I wouldn't tell you what to do, but this is what I was doing. Stacking it up. And I think I'm gonna be pretty happy before too long. And I hope you are too. So we're looking pretty neutral. We're looking really great compared to where we were. I wish I could zoom in on that. Oh, I can, look at that. Oh, that's beautiful. So yeah, within the last, wow, that's a perfect little chart right there. It grabs exactly what we needed. So about a month ago, 30 days ago, we were at 15. That's wild. And we have been climbing. We had a nice little pump as the price went up, and we're just kind of been stabilizing right there. So that's good. Bitcoin dominance should be pretty high. Excuse me. So Bitcoin dominance is relatively strong, 64%. Okay. So Bitcoin's gonna have its run first, and then the altcoins are gonna follow. Okay, let's just look. I'm gonna start looking at more of these charts here. Oh, beautiful. Altcoin season. It is not. It's Bitcoin season right now. Like I just said, Bitcoin first, and then it'll swing to the altcoins. As Bitcoin drops back down, money will flow into the altcoins. Crypto market cap. Okay, so this is overall, right? Bitcoin. I see one of the people I watch on YouTube is talking about the Bitcoin market cap in relation to like what it's going to do. And so if we hit certain things, if we look at market caps for other investments, let's pull that up. This is where you really start to get hopeful when you start looking at these charts here, or these numbers, right? So for all these numbers, the most valuable assets, there's a square graph of this. Oh, where is it? Where is it? It's something like this, but with all of the market caps of all the top investments. Let's see. This right here. Heat map. Okay. Alright, can I click to make some with a free account? Well, okay. Oh, I see. That's all of the things. Nope, that's not what I want. Oops. Where was this? Oh, I think, whoa, I am not a robot. I don't know how clicking a button proves that I'm not a robot, but that is what it is. Where was this? Okay, let's look at this real quick. Let's see if this is what I want. Okay, 25 most valuable assets, right? So market cap for all these different things, right? So where's Bitcoin? Oh, there it is. Oh, this is very old. When was this? This is not looking great. What year was this? Because it is way more than that right now. Oh my God. Okay, this must have been, when was this? Oh, 2023. Okay, 2023. But anyway, the other ones are probably pretty similar to what they have been. So, Bitcoin, oh my God, $20,000 Bitcoin. Can we just go back in time for a minute? I swear, I'll be right back. Anyway, so Bitcoin's already ahead of Meta, Walmart, JP Morgan. It probably has overtaken Tesla at this point. I wish this was an up-to-date graph. But if you look at some of the bigger things, silver, I think we've surpassed, I need to find an updated version of this. Bitcoin market cap compared to others. Traditional assets. It's the 8th largest asset right now. Let's see if we can find a picture of this. This is something I need to do beforehand. How big is Bitcoin? What is this? That's not what I want. All right, this is something I need to do beforehand. I'll pull it up. But basically, if it overtakes certain things, this is where you start to get pretty hopeful about the future, is when you start to see the market cap of Bitcoin compared to real estate and gold and all this stuff. Real estate, blah, blah, blah. So okay, there we go. Other traditional assets. Okay, there's what I kind of wanted. So Bitcoin market cap is 1.9 trillion, okay? 1 trillion, 1.9, almost 2 trillion. Where are we at? Will this be what I want? Bitcoin versus traditional assets. Where am I at? Where am I at? Okay, it's kind of a boring little view, but that's all right. It doesn't give me the information I want. Okay, anyway, I'm done wasting time here, but I'll pull this up for the next chat. Basically, once we start overtaking some of these things like silver and gold, things like that, of their market caps, there you go. That's kind of what I wanted, right? So Bitcoin's market cap compared to other things, right? $17 trillion for gold's market cap. Okay, S&P 500 is 45 trillion. So we're still so early. This really lets you know that we are still so early in this little world of Bitcoin here. So as we overtake some of these, once we overtake gold, the market cap of gold, I think people will start to be like, oh man. And that's when the S curve will start to ramp up and money will be flowing in, something like this. So that is the money printer going burr. And, you know, Bitcoin is soaking up all of that liquidity. All right. So let's check in with some X posts. I did do a little bit of planning ahead here, and I saved some of these for you. All right. So, girls, I wonder why we live longer than boys. The boys, top 10 organs to sell to buy more Bitcoin. I don't suggest that. I don't suggest that. That's clearly a joke. This guy looks like he's doing a computer tutorial on how to build a computer. Anyway, all right, as you can see by my background, I love space. We have a Helix Nebula. Look at how pretty that is. Unrelated to Bitcoin, but nature's beauty. Very cool. All right, this is pretty cool. This is Voscoin's Bitcoin Supra, number 256 for the SHA-256 algorithm. And this is BMA Crypto. He's a miner. He runs some mining and hosting and things like that. And he's been on Voscoin's channel a lot. helping him set up and things like that. All right, this is something that I didn't get in my breakdown, but I saw this on X and I was like, oh, there we go. So New Hampshire passed theirs. The Texas Bitcoin Reserve Bill passes the House and heads to a final vote. The states are racing to buy Bitcoin. Are you? This wave is going to be insane. So I hope you're ready. Okay, this is Crypto T. She posts some good stuff. I've been seeing her a little bit. So New Hampshire made history today by becoming the first state with a Bitcoin strategic reserve. That was yesterday, but still relevant. All right, this guy's good. Rajat Soni, he's very good on YouTube. I like his stuff. At some point, the Bitcoin you own will be worth more than all of the income you've earned from every source of income you ever had. Interesting. I'll turn this music down. I don't know if this is too loud. Oh, I never turned that down. Gosh, I hope you could hear the last 40 minutes, 30 minutes. Let's change up this music a little bit. All right. This I'm not sure about, but it's cool. It's cool. This is a computer case. It's just what was an empty computer case that you can mount a bunch of fans in and all that stuff. I imagine those lights are orange. They look kind of red to me, but I think they're orange. So he's got Bidax gammas, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of them mounted in a computer case. It's pretty creative. It's pretty creative. He's got 16 terahash in there. Woo! You know, if he's solo mining, good for him. You know, I'll talk about my node in a minute, but these Bidaxes, you know, they're not incredibly cheap. These were, depending on what type they are, I don't know them well enough to be able to tell what they are just by looking for them, but if they're like the Bidax gammas or something like that, they gotta be at least 200-300, you know, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, so $2,000 plus $100 for the case or something, and then the power adapters and stuff, like $2,500. You could buy a full ASIC miner and run that, and you get 200 terahash or something like that, depending on what you get. So I don't know. Is that worth it? I don't know. Is it cool? Yeah. I love technology. That is super cool. All right. So this is kind of along the lines of what I was just talking about. I'm trying to find that graph. All right. So these are the market caps. S&P, global equities. So these are all the stocks in the whole world. 120 trillion. 400 trillion is all the global real estate. So here, at $101,000, which we've already been at, Bitcoin flips Google's market cap. At $140,000, which we have not seen yet, Bitcoin flips Nvidia's market cap. At $150,000 Bitcoin, Bitcoin flips Apple's market cap. At 164, Bitcoin flips Microsoft's market cap. And finally, and you see these 140, 150, 160, those are gonna fly right by. As soon as we are in price discovery above 110,000, we're gonna just shoot up to the moon. That's how it goes. Hold on to your butts. And then a little bit further off, but still entirely possible, at $1.14 million, Bitcoin will flip gold's market cap. And when that happens, be prepared for pandemonium. So in order for this to happen, we have to have over a $1 million Bitcoin. And it's coming. All the people are calling for it. Michael Saylor's calling for it. Jim Cramer is saying it won't happen. And he's one of those people that you trade in a contrary motion to. So if he says it's not gonna happen, you can bet that it might happen. All right, Bitcoin Cam. Do you believe Coinbase is selling paper Bitcoin? I don't know, do you? Tell me in the comments. I think it's a distinct possibility, but they do own a heck of a lot of Bitcoin. So it's possible that they're not selling paper Bitcoin. All right. Look at this, party, all the women having a great time. this must be Photoshop, but it's hilarious. Bro is locked in trading stocks or something, but who knows? Who knows? All right, I don't know if I showed this. I think this is new today. Are you really sure about Bitcoin while inflation is rising and the bills are rising and time is running out? Bro is just sitting there chilling. Are you really sure about fiat? That's where I kind of wish Nephistos was in the chart so I could show him that. I think I showed him that today in school. Are you really sure about fiat? I am. I'm really sure that it's gonna fail eventually. He-Man just popped in to tell us prices aren't rising. The dollar is losing value. Until next time, friends. This is cool, Mr. Satoshi. We have Pythagoras, a squared plus b squared equals c squared. We have Isaac Newton, force equals mass times acceleration. Albert Einstein, E equals mc squared. And Satoshi Nakamoto, whatever the heck that is. That is, I think that's how they came up with the 21 million Bitcoin. I don't know what that is, but it is as impacting the economy as all of those things. All right, this is the rich dad, poor dad guy, Robert Kiyosaki. Why Bitcoin is a better asset than gold or silver, and he is a huge gold and silver bug. One reason why I trust Bitcoin is there are only to ever be 21 million. I own gold and silver mines and oil wells. Robert Kiyosaki does. If the price of gold, silver, or oil goes up, I will simply mine or drill for more, expanding the supply. I cannot do that with Bitcoin. 21 million is 21 million. Take care. Great advice. All right, and then we are caught back up from what I had from yesterday. So anyway, if you're in the chat, say hello. I'm missing my friend, Mr. Butters. I hope he's doing well. I have something to share with you. Let's take a look. We talked about this. Can I look at it? Oh, I think I've just hosted this. Oh, can I please look at it? There we go. All right, so this is what I talked about the other day. Here we are. And so this is my gift to you. If you're watching in the chat and you want this document, you go right ahead and you grab it. That is a free document for you, so you can start your financial journey. Oh, look at that. BTC price and credit score overlap. Is that how it is on mine? I didn't notice that. Anyway, that's all right, you get the idea. So I would just print these out, take that, print it out, and then write on it in pen, pencil, whatever you gotta write on. So you have income, expenses, assets, and liabilities. You total up I and E, subtract E from I, you get that. That's your leftover cash. And then you can total these up separately. There's no correlation. I don't think these are all separate, but these have a correlation. You put the date. I still need to do this. So after I get off of here, I'm gonna do this for the month of April or May. Basically, I do it on May to say, what does it look like right now? Okay, so that is my gift to you. You should check that out. All right, so what I've done, what I am doing right now, right after I get off of this stream, I am in the process of redoing my node yet again. I tried to just use what was there, but I think it's irreparably damaged. So I've erased my 2 hard drives that were plugged in, and I've erased the memory card that my OS was on. And so what I did was Umbrel OS, because it was unclear how to do it on the Umbrel website. I think you have to go over here to GitHub where it's hosted. Whoa, is that it? Get Umbrel. Umbrel OS for Raspberry Pi. Okay, well, that is not the website that I was looking at. Make sure you have everything ready. Boom, boom, boom. This is what we're looking at. Okay. Okay, Balena Etcher. So this is what I'm going through. I just downloaded it. I was gonna try and get it done before I went on here, but I wanted to go and get on and get this over with. So use an image flasher such as Balena Etcher. That's what I'm using. And then you put the micro SD card, you flash the image to the SD card, you put it in there, and then you attach your hard drives. And then I'm connecting it directly with my router, turn on the Pi, and it will start up, and that is as simple as it is. So I encourage you, you don't have to use a Raspberry Pi, you can use any old computer. You know, if you don't want to use Umbrel, you can just download Bitcoin Knots or Bitcoin Core if you want to support the PR thing that they just did, the pull request. But Bitcoin Knots is what I'm switching to. We're gonna try it out. We'll see what happens. All right, and so you can just download that software on any computer that you feel might be able to run it with storage space of, I would say, over a terabyte, 2 if you want to be safe and future-proof. But yeah, it should be at least 750 gigabytes. Recommend 100 terabytes plus, so it can store the whole Bitcoin blockchain. And remember, that's growing every day by just a little bit. You know, not like Solana. Solana is a huge blockchain that continues to bloat. All right, so I think that's pretty much all I wanted to cover today. I don't really have anything else. And if nobody's chatting in the chat, we're gonna go ahead and sign right off. So I hope you have enjoyed this edition, weekday edition of HODL Harmony, where I, Tom Durante, the maestro, have been your guide to all things Bitcoin. That's from my other channel. Where the beat of the blockchain meets the rhythm of riches, we, friends, will find the harmony of hodling together. And to that end, I've started up a Discord server for us. Let's see if that is a simple URL. I can probably just put my QR code up here. Invite. Copy link. Share invite. Can I make a QR code? Let me see. I'm pretty new at this. I'm pretty new at this Discord thing. I use it, but I'm not like an expert at it. So anyway, I will post that somewhere. I believe I posted it on my X, so let me see if I can pull that up real quick. Oops. Where am I at? Arizona, 28 minutes ago. Arizona just signed Strategic Bitcoin Reserve into law. Incredible. Incredible. So they beat Texas to it. How do I find me? There I am. How do I go to my page? I literally don't know how to do any of this. There we go. Okay, where's my posts? Catch me on YouTube. Discord, there it is. All right, so head to that website. I'll post that in the chat for you. You're just getting links after links. So if you want to join my Discord server, please hop in there. The Discord server for HODL Harmony, where we can communicate whenever I'm not going live on YouTube, and soon to be going live on X. So please have yourself a great night. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to other people. Treat all earthlings with the respect that they deserve. And stay hydrated and don't drop your phone. So many things to remember. Please, if you want to help out this channel, because what I forgot to mention, if you look up in the top corner, where am I at? I need to remember to go big before I go home. Bring it home. Where are we at? Over here on this side of the screen, that number right there has breached 2,000 subscribers. Thank you so much for being a part of the early adopter phase of the HODL Harmonians. That's you. We are all HODL Harmonians. So I appreciate your time. I am so glad that you decided to hang out with me today. Please check out my other content. Look forward to a short, maybe today, maybe tomorrow. I'm gonna try and post some more shorts. They seem to boost engagement and views and all that stuff. So I'm just trying to play this YouTube game as well as I can. I am in it for the long run. I'm not just in it to get monetized, although that will be great when it eventually happens. But I'm in it for the long haul. I'm here to update you on the crypto market. I'm here to be a voice for goodness and change and wonderful things. So please have yourself a great night, and I will see you tomorrow.